Welcome, sons and daughters of Odin, to another reading of the Ancient Northern Oracle by me, Samuel. So I'll get into it again. And what story can I tell while I'm sorting the runes? I'll tell you briefly the story of Odin, briefly because it's a long one. How he came to attain the runes was he was a constant seeker of knowledge. That was one thing he was very widely known for, was a thirst for more knowledge. No matter how much knowledge he had, he always wanted more. He was constantly seeking that evolution of the mind and of knowledge. And he'd heard that the Norns had kept the runes. I think it was the Norns anyway. Correct me if I'm wrong if you know. And as a test to attain the runes, he had to hang himself from Yggdrasil, the world tree, upside down, pierced by his spear, Gungnir, for 9 days and 9 nights without food or water, and just hang there. Similar to the crucifixion of Jesus, which was for a greater purpose. So there's similarities there. You'll notice common threads throughout a lot of religious ideology, mythology, and ancient tales like that, which suggests that everything is connected. And he waited there for 9 days and 9 nights, and on the dawn of the 10th day, he gazed down into the waters below, the dark waters below Yggdrasil, and emerged the runes and all the knowledge and power that came with them. There's bloody bugs around here that won't go away. Okay, so I'll get straight into it. This is again. This came up the other day. So, which way is that? It's facing left. Kenaz. Did it come out inverted? I believe it did. Yeah, Kenaz. So, torch, illumination, shining light on the darkness, chasing away the darkness of ignorance and fear. Now, this only came up a couple of days ago, so that means that this energy is potent at the moment. So, now that it came out in the inverted position, I can't remember if it did before, a couple of days ago. So in the inverted position means that it's at the challenging end of the duality, rather than bringing, and there seems to be a lot of challenges around at the moment, rather than bringing illumination. Well, it has a possibility to do that if you have addressed the challenge, but rather than being in the energy of illumination, it's showing that there's a darkness of ignorance and fear or naivety going on at the moment. So things are being concealed. Things are being not shown to you, hidden in plain sight or completely hidden. But the thing about truth and secrets is you only have to look or be willing to look, and those secrets and that truth is revealed. A lot of people don't want to know. So that's what I'm getting from this draw. There's a lot of the energy of people not wanting to know the truth because it can be devastating and life-changing. And now that I've said that word devastating, yesterday's draw was Hagalaz, which means that there is a change coming. And that change has something to do with the revelation of truth, something that can be a difficult truth, a difficult revelation, something that's going to be life-changing. So, yeah, coming right off the back of Hagalaz, this is what I believe, what I feel is present from this rune. There's something coming for those of you who are resonating with these readings, or anyone else out there who watches. There's something coming that's going to shake things up, truth-wise. It's not, and that's an external thing. Truth, revelations are an external thing, and that's what the energy of Hagalaz is, and this is what Kenaz is pointing to, that there's something coming for a lot of people that's going to shake them up mentally, emotionally, spiritually, not necessarily physically, because it's about information or things that are coming that I feel that you were aware of before but didn't want to be aware of. So there's an ignorance there. And they say ignorance is bliss. I don't believe that. It's a false bliss. It's a false peace. Peace really comes after you've accepted, you've sought the truth, you've revealed the truth, and you've accepted it. That's when bliss and peace comes, not before. So have a look in your life be brave to look, be brave to lift up a few stones, find out what's underneath. Instead of putting things under the carpet, that carpet must be getting pretty bulgy by now. Have a look under that carpet, see what's there. You may have forgotten a few things, but there is something coming that this truth is going to come out anyway. So if you're prepared for it, which Hagalaz is telling you to be prepared, actually be proactive about it and go and start looking rather than waiting for it to hit you, because it'll be more devastating that way if it's involuntary. If you feel there's something being concealed from you, if you feel there is more to the story, if you feel there is just more to what you know, but you are afraid, spit in the face of that fear. Do not be afraid. What is the worst that can happen? It's not going to cause death. It's going to cause suffering, yes. But through suffering, we see clearly. We gain new strength. We gain new perspectives. We gain new wisdom through the lesson. And not all life has to be about suffering. We choose how we react to things. And we react how we've been conditioned to react a lot of the time. If someone says something that can be perceived as hurtful, then we often react with anger. We don't have to do that. Be like the Buddha. The Buddha said, he was meditating one day. I heard this story recently. He was meditating one day, and getting off track here, but I think it's relevant. I hope so. He was meditating one day, and this person walked past and saw him, and he just started saying insults, giving him crap, saying things like, "I hate you. Why are you doing this? You're pathetic, blah, blah, blah." The Buddha just calmly opened his eyes, looked at this person and listened to these insults, and then the person stopped, wondering why he wasn't reacting. And then the Buddha asked him a question. He said, "What happens if you've got a gift or a present to give someone and they don't want the gift, they decide they don't want it and they decline it? Who owns the gift? Who owns the present?" This person said, "Well, I guess I do, for the person who giving the gift. That's me, yeah. If I'm giving a gift to someone doesn't want it, it's mine." The Buddha says calmly, "Well, thank you, but I do not accept your gift. The insults, I do not accept them. They are yours to keep." And the Buddha closed his eyes and kept meditating. So what was the point of that story? We choose how we react to things, and there is truth coming out, and you can decide how you react to it. You can react to it with fear. You can decide how you can react to it with denial. You can react to it with anger, or you can be calm and you can think about it, really absorb what it means, this new truth that is coming out, and decide to accept it and move on and absorb it as part of your new reality. That is the gift of revelation, and you can decide how you receive that, if at all. So that is the message I have from Kenaz, from Torch, from Illumination for today, from the Ancient Northern Oracle. So in the meantime, as I say every day, hold thee the Nama high.